Hello everybody, welcome back to Let's Play HOI4 Kaiserreich against the Italian Federation. Let's continue on where we last left off. So, right now there's turmoil over here in Austria. The Austrian Empire should win against the Hungarians, and when they do so, we should be able to join their faction. Like, they're getting the Protector of the Balkans right now. 35 days, plus whatever time it takes for us to get enough political power, we can join up with their faction. I mean, the Hungarians are still pretty tough, but the chances that they actually win the war, I think, are pretty slim. They did just get encircled right here, so any troops they had right there is completely dead. They got a little encirclement here, little encirclement there, and they're by near Budapest. So things are going pretty well for them at the moment. Got our signal companies as well. All next upgrades are in 1939, so it's a little bit ahead of time for now. 39, 39. Let's go for another 38. Almost everything's for 1939. We could go, better planes. Like, we can upgrade our navy. But the navy kind of... I mean, our navy sucks. And in a second Weltkrieg, our navy is not going to really make or break anything. Also, we have one naval dockyard. We're not going to be building more boats. So, we want to focus on the ground. Resource gain efficiency. I honestly think that might be the best one. We'll go for some resource gain efficiency. Going for the fuel as well is probably not a bad idea. Well, we'll probably get that next, because after... I guess we got like 4 months until anything's actually finished researching. And at that point, it's going to be 1938. Which puts us a little bit closer. Things that are in 1939 will not have as massive penalties as they do at this current moment. And if we're getting 0.3 a day, we need 75... 60, like 100, like about 4 months as well, and to be actually have enough political power to join a faction. We could speed that up by not doing any focus, but I think that's ridiculous. Definitely is not what we want. Panama, it looks like, has beaten the Canadians, and the American Union State is doing fantastically, which is good for us, because we do not want the CSA to win. PSA, I mean, anybody else basically doesn't really matter. As long as the CSA loses, that's all we really care about. An isolationist America is also fine by us. But it would be nice if they would help and invade France. Or Britain. Invading Canada, not so much. If you could just, like, not do that part, that'd be great. Bulgaria's lost Sofia. A little bit worrying. And things are not looking good for the Ottoman Empire. A lot of people are actually joining the faction against them. The Ottomans can join against the Internationale, as we saw with the Union of Britain campaign. So it's not impossible that they're also going to play a role in the future. Another anti-bombing. Please, for the love of God, stop doing that. Not on January 6th. Yeah, because they need 1% per day. You just gotta do that 3 times. So it's still it's almost a year to actually upgrade and repair 3 levels of infrastructure. Can I just, like, get rid of them? Like, I don't know what they have no support right now. They're at 0. So what are they even doing here at this point? Get them out of here. Maybe we probably need maybe stable institutions. Like, that makes sense to me. Yeah, because right now Federation Restored is just harming us. If we do the Rejuvenated, though liberals and socialists accuse monarchies and conservative governments of failing to adapt to the times, it is they who act too hastily, yada yada yada, traditional institutions. So, maybe this will no longer, cause the ANI bombings. Still gonna take about like 2 months, but that is a-okay. The Austrians have now formed their faction. They're not at peace, though, because they could get Albania. Maybe also get Greece involved as well. Because we want to join up with them. So let's go for some stable institutionalism. Manpower is still low. Oh, we just got a bunch of political power for that. Yeah, plus 100. Austria. They're not at peace. Okay, that is understandable. Once they kill Hungary, then we can join up with them. It sucks that they're losing a bunch of manpower and equipment to this war with Hungary, but it does make the empire, I think, as a whole weaker, because Galicia is dead. So they're getting destroyed. Hungary is going to get completely occupied. And when they get released by the Austrians, assuming they don't do, like, military occupation, I'm not too sure what the actual event they get after the war is done. They might just be in a weaker spot overall, which is, like, not great for us, of course. Yeah, unsurprisingly, they have died. Galicia took a state, Illyria took 2 states. Austria has been... Hungary's been annexed. They're releasing Transylvania. So they're basically just making an entirely different federation to the one that's existed before. They released Slovakia. Interesting, okay. They've made a very snaky Hungary. So does that count as military occupation then? Slovakia is not a subject. It's not, okay, so they can't do this. So I guess maybe they're going to embrace pluralism then. Interesting, okay. I mean, I guess it makes sense. They didn't actually occupy the territory. So how is this going to play out in the future? I have no idea. Galicia and Illyria is going to be a little bit stronger than they usually are. But these 3 guys in the middle are kind of absolutely worthless. Bulgaria is also dead. Like, there's no question about that. So, Austria, can we join up with your faction? Please, and you know, I'm going to save because I think there's still a chance I might say no. So, like, can you allow me to join? Maybe. I don't know. We'll find out at some point if they say yes. It might take them a while to... They're thinking it over. Which is understandable. You know, jumping into some things too hastily might not be the greatest idea. But the Greenshirt attacks, just... It's still 10% recruited population factor. The negative 20% stability. We joined up with our faction, which honestly probably made the Greenshirts even more upset with us. For the obvious reasons that the Greenshirts were very much against the Austrians existing in the first place. And yeah, now they're going to put their entire army on our border with the Internationale because, you know, Austria's a little bit worried about the strength of Italy. Illyria doesn't have a big army. Unsurprisingly, Galicia does not have a big army. Bohemia is doing okay. At some point, Austria will realize that Germany is not actually a threat to us. But it is going to make now the Internationale more worried about the Italian border. So we might even see French or even British troops show up on this front line. It does depend. What are prerequisites to actually attack Italy? It's fully independent, and we have to clear all the focuses. Okay, that's it. So, we declare war after 20 days. I am interested to, because if Austria doesn't declare war on the SRI on day 1 of the Second Weltkrieg, we'll probably do it ourselves. Because if they don't declare day 1, there's a chance that Italy will pull all these troops off this border to probably fight maybe against 2 Sicilies or something like that. At which point, we try to go in for the kill. So you're banning French organizations. That could theoretically begin the Second Weltkrieg. Because the Commune of France can't oppose that, and they can go to war over the issue. Which probably wouldn't be a bad idea. I typically think that France is pretty strong. At least when playing with a player. That I think right now, if a war is to break up between the Germans and the French, there's a decent chance France will do pretty okay. So got our stable institutions. You have 15 days until you're ready to go. And I think I am going to do... It's only 30-day focus as well, so... I'm going to wait until the 1st. Do the focus. See if this actually gives us the ability to, attack 2 Sicilies. Because they're actually the... I want to kill them. I want to kill them. Take their 10 factories. Plus 5 over here. 15 factories from both of these guys. And use them to counter against the SRI. I think that seems like a good idea. Again, assuming this allows us to do so, and does not just allow us to kill the SRI. Because that'll be a little bit disappointing if that's the case. Monarchists, Socialists, Republicans. Like... Because United Italy, we need Piedmont, Romagna, Tuscany, Latium. Campania is one of them, right? Yeah, so we do need all this territory at some point. Like, we need the capitals of both these countries. I'm watching them. I don't do war propaganda quite yet. What about, like, a police crackdown? Factory output goes down a little bit. I mean, what are our penalties right now for output? Stability is pretty bad. So, I think taking a 5% hit to get our stability to go up by... How many weeks is 180 days? Calculator. 180 divided by 7 is 20. So, that's 50. It's like 13% stability. 13% stability will boost this up by not that much. Like, we really just need to get rid of the Greenshirt problem. More so than doing anything else. And also, we want to go to post-partial mobilization. So there we go. We set all of our points. The ANI hold a rally. Send the military in. Actually crush them. Get them out of here. I don't believe they're going to kind of drift away in due time. We're going to begin reunification. Let's get this stuff ready to go. The Ottomans look like they're kind of losing the war on the Iranian front. Surprisingly, Bulgaria is actually still in this. I thought they would have fallen at least like a long time ago. And I assume at this point, 84 ships, yeah, definitely is a bigger navy. They lost Mozambique to Middle Africa. And you guys are blazing pluralism. Nations within a state, stabilizing the country. I mean, it'd be interesting if they would become like the United States, Great Austria. We'll see. If this all unifies under one country, that will give us a lot of backing. Because right now, you know, Transylvania, Hungary, and Slovakia, not really pulling their weight in terms of military strength. In fact, our entire alliance is kind of just hot garbage. Like, we're almost outnumbered by just the Italians. So the Greenshirts managed to capture the city of Brescia. Follow Brescia as a terrorist organization. Where's Brescia? I do not know, but things are still, like, pretty bad in our country regarding the Greenshirts. I don't know how much... Maybe it's just a time thing. Maybe there's an event in like July of 1938 that resolves the Greenshirt question once and for all. Where is Balbo? 10% stability, 100 political power, fantastic. Able to drive them out of the city, though the Anni were welcome to the first liberators. The terror of the Greenshirt conflicted in their purge of monarchist. Fantastic. 10% stability. Pretty good. More political power. But I think we still have a Greenshirt problem, right? Yes. So the problem hasn't resolved itself quite yet. Like, we're getting closer to it being resolved. But there's still a little danger involved in this whole operation. Because I can't get military access to these guys quite yet. Do I need Calargi to unite Italy? I do not, so we can actually ignore Sardinia. We do not need them to unite Italy, which is nice. But we gotta prepare for like invasions of these territories or invasions of France. French invasions, I think, are a little bit worse, namely just because we might not get the support we need. If we can invade, let's say, this coastline, we can maybe meet up. Okay, yeah, so unfortunately we do not have the ability to attack you guys down to the south, which is a real shame. We're gonna do some sort of invasion like that. I'm sure it'll work out just fine. We just need Austrian support. Austrian, Entente, and Reichspakt support once the war actually breaks out for good. Army exercises and naval exercises, I think, are basically just kind of garbage. But I don't think there's anything I can really do at this exact moment. So church size seems pretty good for an extra 1% recruited population. Let's get some ties with the church. What are our 6 boats? We have an admiral. Most of our boats are from the Wildkrieg, though, which makes them more or less kind of hot garbage. Of course, we're not the biggest fans of. How many boats do you have? You have probably about 30. The French have a decent amount. The British have a decent amount. I'm just hoping we have naval superiority over the Mediterranean, which we typically do. It would be nice to get them out, but we need to wait for a national focus to even think about getting it. Less fuel usage would be nice. Trickle back experience loss. Boost reliability. And computing machine is done. That's good, because now we can get some decryption going. People are getting invaded, annexed all over China. How's the situation looking over there right now? I mean, it's still more or less normal. Nothing too crazy as far as I can tell. Oh, of course, we will see the Russians. Actually, led by the Russian state by Sannikov. I don't think I've ever seen Sannikov in any of my campaigns. Okay. Interesting. So there's a decent chance, I believe, that they will actually attack the Germans, which we don't really want. We kind of want to avoid that. At least until after the French are defeated. After France is defeated, I don't care what happens to Germany. As long as I can unite Italy under our glorious federation, nothing else in the world matters. All of this stuff, anywhere here, who cares? It's nothing. It's meaningless. But I have no idea how Bulgaria is still alive. Manpower is low, but hopefully that can get resolved by our church ties. Fighting the Federation. Military factory speed goes up by 20%, which is beautiful. Land force is pretty decent. Anti-air construction is pretty good as well. Political power and the war support would also be decent. So I think I am going to go for delay here. Mostly because I don't know what else to really research at this exact moment in time. Could be done soon. Negative 9 minus 3,000 manpower, another 5% stability. Why? Like, just... I am begging you. I am on my knees. Stop blowing shit up. I don't have them. 3,000 manpower, like, that's a decent amount. That's like, what, 5% of my total manpower right now? And you're killing them? Why do they hurt me so? Why do something like this to me? What have I ever done to them? Okay, Nepal has been partitioned. I think the Dominion of India basically got the worst two states. Actually, the Ottomans look like they're actually turning things around, so good for them. Got another 15 days until our church ties are established, getting some nice recovery rate, reinforcement rate. What do we do after that? We either go for... Because we only unite Italy after Italy has been united. And these, like, naval exercises and military exercises don't matter that much. The Po defensive line is important. But the other two things are kind of take it or leave it. Unless we want to attack the Socialist Republic earlier. But that would get us at war with the entirety of the Internationale, and at this exact moment, that's suicide. The only reason we want to do that is if the communists at war with Germany, and Austria has not intervened yet. At which point we would want to be the aggressor. At least get these boats ready to go. Got our church ties established. Let's get our military construction speed going up a little bit more. But I think this is going to be a good time to end this episode. So thanks everybody for watching my Anthem. If you enjoyed, give me a thumbs up. And not enjoy, click thumb down. Want to subscribe? And goodbye.